morning.
Good morning.
This video is produced for CELAB Europe by ViaPackaging UG as CELAB project management support. Our goal is to show practical solutions for circularity of a release liner. I'm Marius, from the director of ViaPackaging UG, and in this series we are going to feature operational circular solutions, including limitations. And then today we are joined by Suhan, the VP Sales at FIBRA. Release liners are often not collected separately, and awareness about their recyclability, contamination, logistic can make recycling difficult. Today we'll keep it practical, what is accepted, how collections work, what the output it is, and what can block success. And in one sentence, please tell us about yourself and what does FIBRA do for release liner recycling? And you tell us it's FIBRA or it's FIBRA, please.
FIBRA. It's FIBRA.
Very good.
So FIBRA is a specialized recycling company which was created to recycle PE-coated cup stock boards. And our first aim was to recover the fibers from these hard-to-recycle materials and then use this pulp back in paper production to replace virgin fiber, because we are losing a lot of fibers from cup stocks and also from release liners. And this valuable fibers can be reused in paper production back again.
Very good. What is the biggest barrier today? It's awareness, it's collections, it's contamination, economics, or even the end markets?
All. So
all of them.
Yeah.
And the biggest one?
The biggest one is awareness. Of course, on consumer level, it would be extremely hard to achieve this, but at least on industrial level, on big company levels, I think we can achieve this fast enough if we can increase the awareness. And collection from business units would be much easier, because release liners is actually, even though the total volume is big, it's a small. We have to explain that generally people think paper and plastics waste can be easily collected because there's greater in numbers and volumes. But release liner, first of all, it's not collected well enough. Second of all, people don't know it's being recycled or it can be recycled. So we have to be explaining to everyone, especially the big consumers, that these are actually can be recycled. They don't need to be incinerated, so they can decrease their CO2 emissions. And actually they can see what the benefits are by getting these waste release liners getting into circularity by being pulp and being produced as paper again.
Very clear. So, no, very, very clear. Exactly which liner types do you accept? Are paper or filmic ones? And what is rejected?
We are generally based on collecting paper ones, because we are experts in recycling paper-based products. But of course, film ones can be recycled as well. This is what we have heard. But I think the volume of the film ones would not be so critical compared to the paper ones. So we tackle the paper version first. So siliconized paper version first.
Very, very clear. Thank you. And then, you mentioned before, people say siliconized paper, it's hard to recycle. What is the reality? What conditions make it workable and what conditions make it fail?
Actually, it's hard. That's the truth. That's one point. It's very hard because it's a different material. It doesn't act like different polymers. So because we recycle PE, PP, and PET extruded papers, but siliconized versions are quite different. So we had to make probably 3 or 4 trials to achieve it. But you can do it by setting your mind to it. Let's put it that way. I mean, we are not unique in our sense. We didn't invent anything. We just used whatever materials and chemicals and physical processes we had in hand and made different trials. So it can be done, but of course, it's not an easy process. One of the reasons people are not trying too much is possibly because of the lack of collection. So if there was too much collection, then there would be more incentives to recycle it. So currently, that's probably one of the reasons why people didn't get into recycling it.
Very clear, super clear. What does the outcome become, and what types of customers use it? The end product, thinking to the end product here.
Until now, we have recycled over, let's say, it's less than 1,000 tons, but we have sold this to tissue paper producers. We have sold this to offset paper producers, and we have sold this to fiber cement. But all of this volume, we directly replaced virgin fiber. So all of our customers, we aim to replace virgin fiber when we're doing it.
Let's say if a converter or brand owner or co-packer that it's having use release liner after they apply the labels, what are the first 3 practical steps to start and the minimum requirements?
I mean, the collection is the main point. So if an end user is collecting very little volumes, it would be, I mean, we have to arrange a matrix system in terms of collection so that close by customers, we can collect together and then ship it out to Izmir, Turkey, where our facility is very close to. And but of course, especially we have to arrange the circularity of it and explain the customers the circularity of the project. And of course, we can also explain what the end product is becoming. We can also maybe even talk with different certification companies in terms of recycling, and we can get their support in this as well. So, I mean, overall, the more awareness we bring into the fold, the more results we can achieve.
Very clear. Thanks a lot. You mentioned a lot awareness. Indeed, you know,
Yes.
If the companies are aware that those could be recycled in reality, and there are really good solutions that we see today, you know, clearly we might see more of circularity driven in this area.
Actually, labels are everywhere. That's the reason they are everywhere, in airline tags, in shipping boxes, and we don't actually look for it in detail, but when you think about it, it's everywhere. It's not, I mean, when we say labels, it's what generally public thinks is the children's have it on their books and etc. These are the main things, but in general, on all industrial products, on paints and everything, on shampoos, we see labels. So we have to be able to recycle them and bring them back to life again. So give them a second life option.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for being that clear, because it's clearly, you know, you are almost raising a call to actions for companies using those release liner. Big thank you for that one. And then my call, before moving forward, I really want to say to everyone who is really looking for driving a pilot, please reach to us. Please reach to CELAB Europe there. And then I really want to summarize here, you know, before I want to thank you, big thank you for the straightforward answer, Suhan.
Yeah.
And then as well, really to say, you know, summing up, takeaway solutions exist, but they are conditional. It's awareness, it's clean collection, define acceptance criteria, and then CELAB Europe was mapping collections and recycling solutions on the interactive map there. Please reach out to CELAB Europe if you want to drive circularity of release liner. Thank you. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.